Good morning. I am 4 minutes earlier today. As always, if you're watching a recording, you're welcome to fast forward or stay with us through our hellos. Good morning, Joey. Good morning, Gina. Happy Sunday to you too. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Yanni. All right, it is time for us to start, and we continue to explore obstacles to sympathetic joy. So, another definition of practicing sympathetic joy is to be non-demeaning. We may look at someone else's achievements or someone else's happiness and find ourselves wishing that their status or condition might be diminished, as if by this our own would be somehow increased. This attitude of diminishing the happiness and achievements of others is based on considering happiness as a limited resource a limited commodity. The more someone else has, the less there is for me. But when we view reality in that way, the more someone else has, the less we can have, then certainly it is easy to feel the threat of deprivation, to become resentful, bitter, and to feel the need to demean others in one way or another. When we feel that there is a fixed or static amount of good things in life, then of course we must constantly compete for them. When we have no concept of the ability of good qualities to flower and replenish themselves, we really become impoverished. Sharon Salzberg writes this way of her own experience with the sympathetic joy meditation. Sometimes when I'm having a hard time feeling sympathetic joy for another person's good fortune, I ask myself the question, what would I gain from this person's not getting such and such? And it is quite obvious to me that I don't benefit at all from someone else's loss. It's a complete illusion. Often, without consciously realizing it, we are convinced that the good thing someone else's has was destined for us, but somehow got detoured to them by an unjust, unfair twist of fate. But of course, we need to look at that assumption. Cultivating sympathetic joy opens the door to realizing that the happiness of others does not take anything away from us. In fact, the more joy and success there is in the world, the better it is for everyone. Remember the Dalai Lama's words that I shared with you a few days ago. He says, it simply makes sense to make all people's happiness equivalent to our own, because then our chances of experiencing delight are enhanced 7 billion to 1, and those are very good odds. In the classical tradition of Buddhism, there is this practice of sharing merit, and that is what counteracts the delusion and damage of those limited beliefs that lead us to demeaning, diminishing other people's successes, achievements, happiness. And we accrue merit through acting in ways that are helpful and beneficial to others. However, it's not as if we're piling up the benefits of our good deeds in some kind of warehouse somewhere, right? Merit is a force that is far more dynamic and subtle than that. It is a power that is born and grows through acts of goodness, acts of kindness. There is an energetic consequence to what we think about and care about and what we do. And we can really perceive it. When we give something to someone, there is a tangible power in that action of giving. When we comfort someone in pain, when we give of our time, when we meditate, we can sense a genuine force of merit in the moment of performing that action. And that energy that we feel in this way, we can actually dedicate it to the well-being of others. And this is what sharing of merit means. Doing whatever it is you are doing for the good of yourself and other people, the world, the community, and then dedicating this act whatever that is, to the well-being of others, and trusting that it will somehow increase the good fortune and happiness and well-being of everybody on the planet. Sharing merit in itself is a potent, wholesome action that generates its own considerable power. Buddhist teachings say that when you offer your merit to others, your own merit grows. By giving this energy away, you only get more of it. How wonderful is that? So let's do this together today, the practice of sharing merit. Take a comfortable position, and as always, take a few moments to settle, ground, connect with yourself. Acknowledge all the circumstances of your practice today, internal and external. And as you breathe in and out, dissolving the boundaries between the internal and external, reminding yourself of interconnectedness of everything there is. As always, invite effortlessness into your being, body, heart, and mind. And let your breath be effortless and uncontrolled. Let's start by connecting to the energy of loving kindness, sending it to ourselves, connecting to this energy inside ourselves. You can do the whole verse of loving kindness or just one phrase, whatever you want. As always, I'll give you mine. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I be happy, healthy, and at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. So repeat this or your phrases as just one line for the next couple of minutes. I'll be silent. Connect with your direct experience, whatever that is. Don't try to fabricate the energy that you think you should be feeling. Simply trust what is happening. Now start sending loving kindness to all beings, all living beings without exception. May all living beings be filled with loving kindness. May all living beings be free in body and mind. May all living beings be at ease. May they know deep, natural peace. Continue with your own phrase or this one, or just one line. Sending loving kindness to all living beings without any exception. Now, if you'd like to, you can bring your hands or just one hand to your heart. And maybe you can feel the energy of loving kindness you've cultivated. And if you don't worry about it. Just trust that this is a process. It's completely fine. Celebrate your willingness to do this practice, your dedication to it. Acknowledge that by this practice, just the act of doing this meditation today, you created a merit, and so dedicated to the well-being of others. And this is the sharing of merit. You can do it in any way that feels good to you. The traditional recitation, or one of the traditional recitations of sharing merit, is something like that. May the merit of this practice, or may the merit of this action, be shared by all beings everywhere, without exception. So you can just repeat this. May the merit of this practice be shared by all beings everywhere, without exception. So that they may come to the end of suffering. So that they may come to the end of suffering. Of course, if you have a phrase that resonates best for you, maybe a shorter one, go for it. Dedicate the energy, the merit of the practice that you have just done to the benefit of all beings. And as you go through your day today, I invite you to notice your acts of generosity, or anything you do that's wholesome, skillful, whether it's a meditation, your yoga practice, a random act of kindness. Share the potency of this act with anyone you choose. A friend, somebody who is suffering, even somebody who has died, or all beings everywhere, without distinction. Simply feel the positive energy of whatever action you do and dedicate it. May the merit of this action be shared by all beings. so that they may liberate it, so that they know deep natural peace, so that they come to the end of suffering. Create your dedication in whatever way that is meaningful to you. We share the merit as an acknowledgement that our spiritual work is never really done for ourselves alone. Whatever our beliefs, it could never be just for ourselves. And sharing merit is one of the ways to remember this. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful day. I will see you tomorrow.